The Rapha Cycle Club is an ode to the sport of cycling in the form of a pop-up retail space cum cafe on Clerkenwell Road in London. It's a central hub for cyclists that defies expectations with its attention to detail and design. There's lots to look at inside, an array of photography, books, and magazines. High-quality Rapha cyclewear hangs next to antique racing jerseys, and the color pink is everywhere. Pink, it so happens, is the color of the Giro d'Italia, which during our visit is playing on a large plasma screen hung on the wall.
We're totally focused on road racing, so we're a company that's set up to celebrate the sport and to connect customers to the sport. So as well as doing the best products, we try and wrap them up in a whole content really about the sport. So whether you want to read an amazing story about a historic racer, or you want to go and ride a beautiful 100-mile ride in Tuscany with us, if you want to read a magazine that we publish, if you want to listen to an album of music that we're now launching, all of those things can sort of help you connect with the sport of road racing. Because cycling is such a beautiful sport, I realised really early on that one of the things we had to do was to project that sport in a beautiful way. Our marketing is just telling stories, and stories that hopefully connect with the customer about the thing they love.
Rapha started as an online retail business and succeeds because it's run by people who love cycling themselves. Nearly every employee, and they have roughly 30 in the US, UK, and Japan, rides a bike themselves. Directly after we spoke with him, Simon Mottram strapped on boots and a helmet and went out for a ride himself. In fact, at times it was difficult to tell for sure who was a customer and who was staff.
It is what we do. I'm not thinking about making profits all the time. I'm not thinking about creating products all the time, but I am definitely thinking about Rapha as a brand all the time. Road racing as a sport over 100 years old, and the interesting thing about road racing is it was set up as a commercial venture. The whole reason there is a Tour de France or a Giro d'Italia is to sell newspapers, and they conceive these things to make them as hard as possible, and out of that incredible struggle came these amazing stories of heroism and drama, and just human qualities were sort of laid bare. And it's because it's so hard that it's so beautiful. The people who like road racing seem to become somewhat obsessed by it, including myself. The fact that we're connecting with the customers about something that they love most of all is really important. Because we're a sort of premium offer, we can sustain quite high price levels, which really helps too. And because we're web-based and global through the web, we have a fantastically efficient way of getting the product out to the customer.
It's an effective formula for Rapha, blending the web's global reach with the local street-level embracing of the cycling culture. The result is a brand that's worldly as well as personal, appealing to the casual cyclist and the road racing fanatic alike. In London, for Monocle, I'm Gabriel Lee.